Hello, guys. I don't think if anyone's here. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for everyone to come in. Um, I don't know if anybody has joined in. I'm trying to look at the. If anyone is here, just say a hi or just put in a comment or so that I can know that you're here. I'll try to like right now. I don't see any viewers, so I believe there's zero because we changed the URL link. Um, so yeah, I'll wait for you guys. I'm here. Hello, people. I see three of you here. So why don't you start by introducing yourself? Just say two sentences about you. Where are you from and what do you do? So Shekhar, hi Shekhar. You are a recruiter and you have been there for 4+ years. That's amazing. Congratulations. I hope your journey has been amazing. Hi Monib. You're from Bangalore and you work as a team lead for a US staffing company. That's excellent. That's pretty good. Um, Komal, hi Komal. You're from Noida. You are HR recruiter hiring for international locations, working with an executive search firm for CXO hiring. Okay. That's pretty amazing. That's very new. Um, International locations by I would mean US, Canada, UK, or is it something else? Guys, tell me, how is the audio? Are you able to hear me clearly, or should I be loud? Should I be more loud, or should I slow down, or how's the pace? How's everything? Hi, Nidhi. You work with Kids Help Phone in Toronto as a talent acquisition specialist. So we are in the same country, but in different time zones. That's good. Uh, Thanks for joining this event, and I'm sorry for all the delay. There was so much of technical glitches and everything. I think YouTube is still adapting to it. They are still trying to work on it. That's why they still call it as a beta version. It's not foolproof, but yeah, we keep facing challenges, and our task is to overcome that. As a recruiter, who knows better? So you might see my eyes down or on the screen. I might be reading out from my notes, from my PDF. I might be just checking your comments to reply to them. And I'll try my best to look at the camera so it looks like we are doing eye contact. Okay, we'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start off. Do you guys can you we are four people here. Can you each one of you can you list down just two of your expectations that you have out of this event so I can focus more on that or address to a specific question that you have on your mind that you want me to answer, like any two questions. Just wanted to limit those two questions because four of you there will be eight questions. So or any, not just a question, or any expectations that you have from today's event that you want to learn or want to know about. I like to keep it very interactive just because uh, it's very boring if I'm talking to myself like the whole time. So if I'm reading your comment, it feels like I'm talking to someone. So just let's make it as interactive as possible. So we are six of us right now. So yeah, whoever is joining in, just introduce yourself. Like, what do you do? Where are you from? Any expectations that you have from today's event, or any questions that you have particular in your mind that you want me to answer? Feel free to shoot that, and I'll try my best to do that. Okay, 1 more minute, and then we'll start off. Let me know. Keep popping in your comments, telling me if I'm going too fast, if I need to slow down. If you have any questions, park it for later. After every topic, every small topic that I'm going to cover, I will just give you an option like 2 3 minutes. If you have any questions, you can ask me, I'll answer right away. I don't want to keep the question and answer session till the end, just because if you have a fresh question in your mind, by the end of the session you might forget that. So it's better to ask as many questions as you have as we go along, just not in between the session. We will just divide it into 5 parts or 6 parts, and then you can ask whenever I ask you. Like, if you have any questions, you can just put it down there and I'll try my best to answer that. Hi Biljana. Hi Kirti. Nice, Kirti. So you're from UK and you work for Deloitte. You used to work for Deloitte. So I also used to work for Deloitte. I worked for Deloitte for about 5 years, 4.5 to 5 years. Deloitte is an excellent firm. I love it. I don't know about your experience. I'm pretty sure it was amazing. It's hard to hate Deloitte, so I love it. I think whatever I learned, good or bad or mostly good, uh, it was all through Deloitte. Like, I give all due credit to Deloitte. Great. Good to know. So okay, let's start. We are six of us. I think it's quite late in India. It's almost 10:30 p.m. It's not. It's really to 10:30 p.m. I really apologize for the delay. I'm very sorry. No explanations or excuses. It's just the technical problems we were facing. Like me and Sam, we worked like we were chatting all like 45 minutes or so just to fix this problem, this YouTube problem. That's why even we have to change the event and the link just to get it started and running. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. This would be a recorded session, so anyone who wish to see it again, they can. Just fast forward the first 10 minutes of all the talking that we have done right now to engage more with people. So from now until I won't be reading your comments now. So if you are commenting anything, I would be responding after some time. I would be starting the presentation and going through it. If you have a pen and paper, that's great. If not, just take notes on your laptop or on your Word document or anywhere. At the end of the session, I would be sharing a PDF as a gift from my side or a PowerPoint presentation, which will have everything from where I am doing this presentation. You can go through that and you will be able to read through and get more in details, because I will not be reading out from that. I will be just touch basing few points from there and just delivering you the main content, sharing my knowledge, my experience with you guys. Nobody has actually commented what are their expectations from this group, from this session. If they have any questions at the onset, so I'll just go with the flow with the presentation that I've prepared, and then let's do it. Okay, so today the topic is basically the modern guide for a recruiter, like a modern recruiter's guide, and it's basically how is your experience, how is the candidate's experience on LinkedIn, how is the journey. So, as an introduction, how I would like to start off with is LinkedIn is very important platform nowadays for professionals, for any kind of thing. Like even if you are a freelancer, a startup, a CEO, a director, or even a very junior level person, a salesperson, or a very junior in your career right now. We have all been there. I was a salesperson at ICICI Bank, so don't get offended if I'm using those terms. It's just that it's a junior role to start off your career with. And back in 2011, I started my career at ICICI Bank as a salesperson. The title was assistant manager. I was really happy with that title, but at the end, it was a sales job. 80% sales, 20% admin. So whether you're a 5% startup or a Fortune 500, everybody needs recruitment. Talent is a top priority. Your success of a business and as a recruiter is directly linked to your ability to hire great people, and that's where recruiters come in. And we want to hire the best of the best talent, right? And when we see like employers around the world are feeling the impact, like it's basically a candidates marketplace where talent has greater access to information, more paths to explore job opportunities and benefits from fierce competition for skilled hires, right? But increasingly you don't pick talent, and that's where the employers are facing shortages. With the report says that with 38% reporting talent shortages in 2015 and less than 1 in 5 employees planning to stay with their current employer in the long term. Now when you look at 2019, it's all the way more. Like I would say every 3 people in the 5 employees, or maybe 4, doesn't look to stay with the same employer in the long run. Like before, it used to be, what's your 5 year plan? Nowadays, even when I am interviewing with any other firm or I am taking interviews, people generally stick to 3 years. Like, hey, I want to stay with your firm for next 3 years. They don't even go to 5 years, and which is fair. I don't expect any employee that I am hiring or any candidate or any talent that I'm looking for, I don't expect them to stay for more than 3 years, because we are being realistic nowadays. Anyone we are hiring are millennials. I am a millennial. You are, most of you are a millennial. A millennial, what, I don't know if you everybody knows, but should be knowing what is a millennial. A millennial is someone who has been born after 1980, I believe, or it's 1982. From 1980 onwards, anybody born in this era is a millennial, but nowadays we say from 2000 or 2001 people born from after that, they are generally a generation Z. So we are getting many fancy terms, so we'll get used to it. So yeah, on top of all this, a gig economy and rise of the millennial workforce are rewriting the rules of employment as we know them. These changes require a new approach to talent acquisition, and we need to understand how professionals make career decisions and find opportunities to engage them throughout their candidate journey. This presentation that we are doing today will cover how you can build and nurture relationships with talent in order to move them closer to the Holy Grail, becoming engaged hires. It will also outline how LinkedIn helps you find, prioritize, and engage the right talent at the right time. So let's get started now. So basically, we will be covering a candidate's journey, and I've broken down this presentation into five major bullet points that I feel it's important. I like to call it as 3AED, triple AED, or you call it 3AED. You can name it as you want. It's basically discovery, engagement, attraction, application, acceleration. You can jumble it any way you want. Based on the presentation, I'll go with discovery, attraction, application, engagement, and accelerate. Later on, we will be just covering how to start, what's a talent blog, more about the LinkedIn Talent Solutions, the platform that it offers, and everything else. So, why LinkedIn? We just spoke on the introduction. LinkedIn is a great platform. It's a best big platform for professionals. There is no second version, I would say. Like Facebook and Orkut. Do you guys remember Orkut? Orkut and Facebook came out. One of them died, but LinkedIn right now is a very professional platform, and I don't think there is a competition to LinkedIn right now. There might be a few startups that they are going. One of them I saw was Shaper. I don't know if you guys know. If you don't, look up. I liked Shaper, but it wasn't very helpful. It was an application which was linked through LinkedIn, and it helps you to connect with people with like-minded skill set and the people you are looking for. So, like Shaper, many other platforms have also come in to act as a more like specialized for professional platforms. But I think LinkedIn is the best right now. It gives you everything. It's like a Facebook version, but more professional. LinkedIn, I believe, has almost half a billion professionals on it from around the world, and they come to connect, stay informed, and get hired. Basically, whenever someone is looking for a job, we say, "Oh, are you on LinkedIn?" They say no, or they say, "Yeah, I am on LinkedIn. I'm reaching out to recruiters and everything else." So basically, LinkedIn people say that if you want to get hired, you have to be on LinkedIn. But I always say that you have to be on LinkedIn no matter what. Whether you are looking for a job now or 10 years from now, you should be on LinkedIn, not just for yourself, but for others too, to find talent, to look for talent, to find opportunities, to just connect with people, fellow mates, just to help other people out on LinkedIn platform, like by chatting with them, helping them out, giving your tips and tricks. You can start your blog post, you can put videos on it, you can do many things on LinkedIn. So I strongly suggest for every each and every professional who is working should be on LinkedIn, whether it's freelance, artist, anything. Even if you are a chef, you like to cook, be on LinkedIn, share your recipes, do something about it. Every day, billions of interactions take place on the platform. Members update their professional profiles with new skills, recommendations, education, and work experiences. They also build relationships with companies by connecting to employees, engaging with content, and following company pages. Exactly. You get to learn a lot by following company pages, build relationships. LinkedIn Talent Solutions is a suite of tools that helps you make sense of these interactions. It can support you in finding the candidates you need, building and maintaining relationships, and converting those relationships into long-term, lasting hires. That was why LinkedIn. Now, let's move on to the candidate journey. There are like four stages of the candidate journey. People move through candidate journey at their own pace. Some move slow, some move fast. Some learn about the organization quickly, develop an affinity after one interaction, and apply to an open job within weeks. Others linger in the attraction stage for months or even years before considering a career move. That is fair. But if you have got jobs to fill, fortunately, there are concrete steps you can take to help move candidates through these stages faster by staying top of mind, nurturing your relationships with candidates along the way, and using insights from LinkedIn to identify talent most likely to consider you as their next employee. You will be set up for recruiting success. So, just the paragraph just I read through, I would want to share an experience quickly. Uh, I always loved building relationships. I believe in relationships, and what happened was, since I'm in Canada and I'm a recruiter in Canada, I was a recruiter. I just quit my job last month. So I was a recruiter in Canada in an agency, and many people from India and various other countries used to reach out to me looking for a job here. And it's hard to explain them, but sometimes you have to be rude or just be straightforward. I was never rude. I was just straightforward. So I used to tell them that, hey, I cannot help you with a job because you don't have a work visa or a permanent residency in Canada. So first try to get that, and then come here. I can try to find you a job. So their question used to be like, do companies not sponsor us for the job? And I was like, I'm in an agency, so the clients that I work with, they won't sponsor you because they want to find the best talent. They pay us a fee to find the best talent for them from the Canadian market. So for they were contacting the wrong person. Many people in the industry like Deloitte or KPMG or any big four or accounting firm or any other companies like big companies like Johnson and Johnson or Walmart or Amazon, they are in a position to sponsor you for your PR or for your work visa. So if you reach out to them or their recruiters, they might do it, but you should understand if you have a niche skill set or not. So that's the problem. So talk coming back, I got digressed. Coming back to the relationship building, what I meant was there was two people who were trying to build relationship. They never asked me for a job or coming to Canada. They just said a hi, hello, how are you doing? They told me a brief introduction about them and asked something from me. I i started that chat. I don't mind chatting, and it built on for 6 months or a year. What he did not tell me that he or she was already applying to a PR process, and they were doing the PR process. And once they had a PR, they told me like, "Hey, Utsav, I got my PR, and I'm planning to come to Canada within 2 months." I said, "Congratulations, that's great. Come here to Canada. Welcome to Canada." And they landed here, and then they said, "Utsav, can you help me with a job?" So now I have been chatting with the person for the past 1 year. There has been a relationship that we have both built up. I cannot refuse that person, or I cannot say a no. I as long as I can help him in any way. So I tried to help him, gave him all my tips and tricks and how he or she can proceed with the job interviews and look out for jobs. And within 30 or 40 days, I think a month and a half, I believe, yeah, they got the job. I was so happy. I was happy to help them. So relationship building helps a lot. So I always say that you as a recruiter, all of you are recruiter over here. So or in some capacity you hire talent. So always focus on building relationships. Always, I'm pretty sure you all already do that, but if not, do that. Seriously, it also helps the other way around. The stages of a candidate journey is discovery, attraction, application, and engagement. So stage one, which is discovery, we will talk about that now. But before we proceed on every stage, I would like to take a pause and ask you now if you have any questions. Any questions that you have till now, if I'm going too slow to dive in the topic, or if I am going too fast, or if you do not understand my communication style or pattern, or should I how should it be, or if you have any questions regarding whatever we have spoken till now, please feel free to comment here so that I know how am I doing. And even if it's a thumbs up or just putting in some comments, I would really appreciate it. Like I would get to know that if there is something I need to change. We are almost like 10-15 minutes in the training, so there's a long way to go. So I'll wait for 10 more seconds and then I'll start back in. There's a thumbs up icon on the video screen, I believe. If you can click that, I will know that I'm doing good or bad. And there might be a thumbs down button also. Like if you think I'm not doing good, please do that. So no thumbs up, nothing. Okay, I'll keep going. Thanks, Hemlata. Thanks, Mahesh. Okay, so let's dive into the first stage discovery. As a recruiter, as a talent acquisition specialist, you should be showing that your organization is a great place to work. I'm not saying fake it. I'm saying just be honest. You are working there. You're hiring and recruiting for that place. So it has to be a great place, right? Tell all the good points. There are always bad points and good points, but focus on the good points. Show your organization is a great place to work. Candidates in the discovery stage are aware of your organization, but they aren't thinking about job opportunities just yet. Before they can picture you as their next employer, they need to learn more about you, your organization, and start building that trust and affinity. By investing in your professional and employer brand, you can raise awareness and open the door for employment discussions down the road. You must be seeing that many people, as a recruiter or talent acquisition specialist, they keep posting on LinkedIn about their firm, about their company, showing them in the good picture. Any events or any social events that's happening, they do that so that it's all brand value, brand proposition. They're building up the brand for their company, not only for themselves but for the company. Like other people will also look at you as that you are a good person who is promoting your own company. And also people who might be just thinking that okay, this company is out there, but they were not sure. But when you share a social event, they would be like, oh great, this company also goes to some parties, they have social events. That's great to know. So this is how you should be exploring the discovery stage, by showing your organization is a great place to work. It has real bottom line impact too, when you are investing in your professional and employer brand by raising awareness and opening the door for employment discussions. Organizations with strong employer brands spend less on hiring and have better employee retention. That's always true. Look at Google, Amazon, Facebook, or anything. They spend very less on hiring because they have already sold their brand. They have made their brand so big that as soon as you see, if somebody gives you a call, I'm calling from Google, are you interested for a job, you'll just say a yes. You should not be, you should be asking what the role and proposition is, but you might just say a yes. So, and they have a good employee retention. So even if I am looking to hire someone, I always see that how long the employee has worked in a current company or organization. A good employee retention is really good. Make yourself and your company known. Your personal brand matters because you are a representative of your organization. So let's start with you. Step one, make your profile more authentic. LinkedIn profile is the key. Trust me, nowadays, less and less recruiters are looking at the resumes. The first thing they do is scan your LinkedIn resume. So make your profile more authentic. Your LinkedIn profile reflects a lot about you professionally. Visiting your profile is the number one activity on LinkedIn, which means your profile is often the first thing candidate sees. So it's all usually a first stop for prospective candidates who want to learn about your organization. That's why you have to nail it. Sam, he does a good training for profile optimization. He's great. So learn from Sam. You can come to me as well for tips and tricks. I have done trainings with Sam. I know how to optimize a LinkedIn profile. I can help you out. But for a more professional training, Sam is your guy. He will teach you everything. It comes down to authenticity. By communicating your values, experiences, goals, and personality in any authentic way, you will set the stage for strong relationships with candidates. If you can't, you will lose talent to recruiters who can. As a recruiter, your profile should be optimized. You should have all the right keywords in your profile. You should be selling yourself. Basically, also, there are thousands of recruiters out there, not thousands, I would say millions of recruiters out there. You should be selling yourself better by your LinkedIn profile. A good headshot, a good LinkedIn profile picture, a good headline, a good introduction about yourself. Your activities say a lot. Where are you commenting? Which posts are you liking? What posts are you sharing? Have you authored any post by yourself? Like on the left hand side, if you have authored a post, a big box will come on your activity section, which is a blog post that you have done. So a LinkedIn profile says a lot about you. All your job history, recommendations, very, very important. I generally scroll down to the bottom to see the recommendation. You guys can check out my profile and go to my recommendations, and I might have 4 or 5 recommendations. Just go through it. It will give you an idea like what people talk about that person, if how good that person is or how okay that person is. You will get to know through the recommendations whether it's a paid recommendation or not. I'm just joking. There's no paid recommendation. It's just helping each other out. The anatomy of a well branded recruiting profile. So, okay, I already spoke about it. Okay, I have it in the slides. I just forgot. Engaging, friendly picture that invites people to connect with you. Okay, I just said you should have a great headshot. It should be a smiling face, not a passport size picture where you are not smiling at all. You should have a spark in your eyes, a smiling picture showing your teeth. Don't worry about it. It should be inviting. Like people should feel happy to engage with you. It should be inviting. If you don't have a good headshot, go and take one now. It can be from your cell phone camera. Don't take a selfie, but ask a friend or a family member to take that. You should have a good descriptive headline. Headline very important. That goes beyond your title. So if you look at my headline, I just don't say director at a company. I say X Big Four because I've worked with Deloitte and KPMG, which are the two Big Four. So I say X Big Four. I say I'm a mentor, I'm a coach. So on the side, on the weekends, I do mentor and coach people, professionals, for a very small fee because I don't want to impart all the education free of cost. There are no free lunches in this world. So I always say everything in my profile. If you look at my headline, you will get a knowledge about it. Go and look at Sam's headline. Go and look at Deepika Shah's headline or all the other recruiters or the managers who are presenting this training. Look at their headlines. You will get a good idea. Show your expertise by publishing long form posts. So as I told you, people look at posts that you have been sharing or publishing. Showcase your company culture with rich media. You should always add some media to your like to your job. Like you say that okay, I'm a recruiter at so and so company. I do this, but there is no media attached. Even in my profile, you will say no media. I did not attach any media, but it is always good to attach a good media. Maybe it's a picture of your logo of the company or any brand awareness campaign that's going on or any social post or anything like that. You'll see that a lot on Sam's profile. Sam's profile is a great example. I'll keep using Sam as an example. You should check out his profile. 4 tips for a more authentic LinkedIn profile. So, 4 tips for a more authentic LinkedIn profile. Choose your best picture, as we said. Write a bolder headline. Over invest in your summary. And fourth, be a thought leader by sharing and publishing content. I already said a lot about choose your best photo. Make sure 60% of the picture is your face. Okay. Profile metrics that you should be watching out for. Who has viewed your profile, who has engaged in your updates, who has viewed and engaged with your published posts, how you rank for profile views at your company, follower statistics, all this thing. Wear a formal work dress while clicking that picture, not in your toned shirt or jeans. Well, jeans would not be shown because you are taking a headshot. Wear a smile. I always say that. Make your face at least 60%. Choose a photo that looks like you. Yeah, don't Photoshop or edit or make it someone else, because if that person then gets to interview you, you will be like, oh, I didn't see you in the LinkedIn profile. It's not you, it's someone else. So yeah, bolder headline already discussed. It should be a like a stellar headline. When I give you this PDF, you can go more in detail. Um, and read through the whole PDF. It's a long PDF, and you should just take some time out to do it. Over invest in your summary. Write a good big summary. I would say that utilize as much as you can of this platform. It's a great platform. Try to sell yourself. Your profile summary is the place to showcase your career story, basically the recruiting passion, your reasons for working at your company. By sharing who you are and what your company offers, talent will be more likely to engage with you about their career goals. If you're not sure, I can help you a little things on what you can write. What do you do professionally? What do you do? Why do you do? What's unique about you or your company that you can offer candidates? What do you want candidates to do after reading your summary? You can always say that, okay, if you like my summary, if I'm always happy to go for a coffee, for a chat, or you can call me on this number. Like, just leave a call to action, basically, like that they can take any action by reading your summary. Invite them to connect with you. Start a dialogue as a great way to help to wrap up your summary or something like that. Fourth, be a thought leader by sharing and publishing content. Curating existing content can be less time sensitive than creating original content. Use SlideShare, LinkedIn Pulse to discover quality content quickly. Use status updates to share with your network. When you've got something to say, writing posts is a great way to show your thought leadership and expertise to candidates and other professionals. LinkedIn is one of the fastest growing publishing platforms in the world. Make use of it, fellow mates, fellow recruiters. It's growing bigger and bigger. Now is the time to make the most of it. Trust me, after 5 years down the line, like Facebook is now, LinkedIn would be like that. Everything would be exhausted. People would already be maxing out on it. Right now is your time to stand out, shine on LinkedIn. So I have been talking about why publish on LinkedIn. So I'll just take a pause for another 5 seconds and ask if you have any questions. Same thing, just shoot me a comment. Okay. So last time everyone said it's going fine, no comments. Can you say that again once again for me? Um, if I'm going fine, or do you want me to take a break? Okay, I'll keep going, I believe. If you have any questions, just shoot it there. Okay, why publish on LinkedIn? Publishing on LinkedIn is a great way to build your professional brand. The more quality and relevant posts you publish, the more people you will reach and stronger your brand will become. By brand, I just don't mean the company's brand, your brand value. Because when a talent connects with a recruiter, they are looking at you. You are the company to them. You are the first point of communication for them. So you have to be smart, you have to sell yourself, you have to show that you are trustworthy, they can count on you. Understand the story. So writing about your organization's culture and accomplishments can help you build your personal and employer brands at the same time. So I would just share some statistics. There are 3 million posts on LinkedIn right now. I think it should be more. It would be more. And LinkedIn is one of the fastest growing platforms for professional publishing in the world. 230 million members can publish professional content on LinkedIn right now. As I said, you half a billion or more people are there on LinkedIn, but not everyone is active. So by this data and statistics, it says 230 million can publish professional content on LinkedIn right now. The an average post that you publish reaches to 21 industries. Just imagine, 21 industries. Retail and pharmaceuticals is two different industry. You know how big a retail is and how big a pharmaceutical is. It reaches across 9 countries. So 9 countries are very active on LinkedIn. It reaches to 9 different countries. Just like Sam and I connected, I'm in Canada, he's in India. We are good friends. We connected all the way. It's like huge. It's great. Like on this platform also, among you participants, we have someone from Toronto, someone from India. Most of you are from India because this is focused on India, but like it's great. I mean, how well we can be connected through these social media platforms. 150,000 posts per week are trending uh, anytime on LinkedIn. Professionals are publishing content every day on topics from real estate to construction to education and even law. So don't feel afraid that your content could be something that nobody will pay attention to, or is it not a good content that you should be publishing. Go ahead. If you think that you're doing the right thing, just go ahead. And if there will be negative comments, don't be afraid of that. People learn from it. You will learn from it. Your first post might just have 100 views or something. I'm pretty sure you will build upon it. As you go further, you will build upon it. Traffic per post is up to 150%. And right now there are like 500 influencers in the LinkedIn platform. I would say it's more than 500. I would say it's 5,000, but I don't know. Based on the statistics, it's 500 influencers. So be it. Sam is one of the influencers, I would say. There are great talent acquisition leaders that you can follow. I would say JT O'Donnell, Liz Ryan. I know Liz Ryan. So Liz Ryan is one of them. Ed Nathanson, Lau Adler. I know if you cannot get these names by my pronunciation or the spelling, it's the names are there on the PDF. So when I share the PDF with you tonight or maybe tomorrow, you will get it within few hours. So you can look at it. Three steps to publishing success. So the three steps to publishing success, like we have been talking about publishing content: get inspired, write, publish. So you can always get inspired by staying active on LinkedIn, by seeing what other members are publishing. That will help you uh, by staying on top of the talent acquisition news while you're on the go. You will get inspired by that. You should be writing. Everyone has their own writing process. Do what works for you. But remember these four tips for writing. Write what you know about and you are passionate about. Write with your candidate's audience in mind. So whenever you're writing, just think that a prospective candidate is going to be reading this. You as a recruiter, as a talent acquisition specialist, you should always be focusing to get more and more candidates in your network. So write with the focus of candidates as an audience in your mind. Get feedback on your draft at least by one other person. So that I call it proofreading. So once you have proofread, ask someone else to proofread it for any grammatical errors. And the point, this point says also get feedback. So sometimes you think, okay, the thoughts that I'm putting out is might be the best for you, but someone else reading it might think that, oh, this is not so good. So they might have some constructive feedback, which is good. You can always listen, and if you want to change it or not change it, it's entirely up to you, but you should always get a feedback from someone else. Okay, the fourth point was proofread, which I already covered. Proofread, proofread, proofread. The third point after the three steps of publishing process, success is publish. Publish your post. If you don't publish it, if you just write it, proofread it, and you are still hesitant whether I should be publishing it or not, all my network connections will be looking at it. What will they say? What will they think? Don't think so much. Don't think twice. Just publish it. If you will not know unless you publish it. You have to take that step. You have to take that leap of faith. So step two now. Step two of what? Do you remember? We were talking about four tips of no, sorry. We were talking about why publish on LinkedIn. So the first step was, which was three steps to publishing. Now step two. Step up your career page to stand out. Just as your profile helps talent learn about you, your LinkedIn career page helps candidates learn about your company as an employer. It is where you can own your organization's authentic story and give candidates a compelling window into life as an employee. You likely already have a company page on LinkedIn. If you don't, you can set one up for free. The next step is a premium career page that lets you target your messaging and posted jobs to candidates based on attributes like location, industry, and function. So yeah, set up your career page to stand out. Like you should have a career page. This reminds me, I need to take care of a career page for my own company. We were working on it last 2 days back. So yeah, you should always have a career page on your company so that people nowadays are so active on LinkedIn that they don't even go anywhere else. They just go to your career section, job section, and apply through that. So that this is very important. The anatomy of a successful career page. I don't think I should be covering this a lot because it's not very important as per me. For the audience like us, like we are all recruiters for here for candidates, setting up a career page is more like a company's job. You can always recommend the person who does this to set up the career page. Well, this is already there in the PDF. If you want to read through it, take some tips from here, you can always do that. I'm not covering in detail. I'll just go through it fast. Basically, multiple page versions, focus on the employees. This grabs the reader's attention. The headline should be bold, memorable, and visuals. There should be a lot of visuals. There should be featured jobs, like few jobs that are already the company is hiring or something. So there should be that. Um, and then both your company page and career page allows you to build followers. So yeah, a company page helps you to build followers. So followers are people virtually raising their hands to stay connected to your organization, so that in future either they are interested in the company, they like the brand, or maybe they want to, it's their dream company to work with, or in the future they want it to be a prospective company, or they just want to be updated with the news of those companies. So your followers are so important. Why? Why is your followers important? 79% of your followers are interested in a job at your organization. These are the statistics and data. 62% more likely to respond to your email message. So recruiters, as recruiters, we always do email messages. If you don't, you should take a platform. Recruiter Lite is there, recruiter version is there. Pick that up, do that. 40% more likely to apply to a job with your organization. 60% more likely to share information about your organization. Now let's dig into 4 steps to gaining quality followers. How do you get quality followers for your company page? As I said, this is not very important to us. We are all recruiters or talent acquisition specialists. You can always read through it, suggest other people about it. I'll send this as a gift. It's a free gift to from me to you, this PDF. Uh, but I'll still just read through it quickly. 4 steps to gaining quality followers. Add a free follow button to your site, obviously. Go social. Cross promote your company page. Have employees spread the word. Take some action steps where employees are sharing your pages, or employees are engaged with your page, so that they are spreading the word. Track your progress. You can always track your progress using the analytics tab on the company page. That will help you understand more about it. Stage two. So first stage was discovery that we were talking about, step 1 and 2 that we completed. Stage two is attraction. What we are talking about, again, a candidate's journey. First was discovery, second is attraction. So now we are on stage two, attraction. Nurture relationships with prospective candidates. Till now, what we have spoken about is all the discovery part. Now is what is attraction, like what is attracting. Nurture relationships with prospective candidates. We have already spoken about it. Relationships is very important. Nurturing a relationship with candidates, it goes a long way. You cannot even imagine. I placed one candidate. He left the job after a year or so. Actually, it was a, yeah. He again reached out to me saying that, do I have another job? And we did some counseling session, and I told him that you are better off staying in your job again, in the current job for another 1 year or so. Just like it doesn't look on your resume, because he has been switching jobs every year. I said, stick to this job for 2 years and then start looking out. Even if you don't like it, uh, there must be something that you like it. Try to see that. And if you don't see that, absolutely. If you're hating your job, life is too short to live in a life like a hated job, because you spend 1/3 of your life in a job. So that is your second home. So if you hate it, absolutely, then definitely switch. So nurturing relationships with prospective candidates. Now that your target candidates are aware of you as an employer, it's time for you to nurture those budding relationships and move candidates along their journey to becoming your next hires. To do this, stay top of mind, be helpful, and harness the mutual connections and already have a trusted relationship with your target talent, that is your employees. So what is the step one for the attraction stage? Reach candidates with status updates and sponsored updates. Candidates are busy, and with so much happening on LinkedIn every day, it's important to get your best content in front of the right talent to have the biggest impact. Status updates are the perfect tool. Show you are a strategic partner. Make yourself visible and accessible. Extend your reach. That's how you will show your candidates that give all the status updates and everything. Like, be more active on LinkedIn by likes, comments, share your content. You will be able to reach out to a broader network on LinkedIn. Like, the more the other people like and comment on your post, the more outreach you have. Like, if I comment on your post, all the people that are following me are connected with me will be able to see my comment on your post. So if your post is good and stands out, They will look at who you are, what your post is, they will read it. They might also want to share their thoughts on your post. So like this, you'll be connected to even my connections, and some of some of my connections may become your connections, and then if they comment, then again more following. So this is the way to grow on LinkedIn. More like, comment, and shares. Show that you are a strategic partner and make yourself visible and accessible. Stay on top, reply to them, stay updated. 45 statistics show that status updates and containing links can have up to 45% higher follower engagement than updates without links. So always have a link to it. Now, three tips for winning status updates. So as we said, status updates are very important. So how do we win, or how do we make a great status update? Post often. Start with one post per weekday and work up to 2 or 3 times per weekday. So that is 2 or 3 posts every day. Posting consistently keeps your content fresh and gives your followers uh, something to share with their networks. Quality rules over quantity. So only increase your frequency if your quality stays strong. I was about to say that quality is very important. I wouldn't say do 3 posts every day. Well, if you're a great influencer, if your posts are great, amazing, why not? Why not give them 3 amazing posts every day to look for? But if you think that you cannot come up with 3 quality posts, stick to one every day. Well, stick to one every week. Make good quality post and post it every week. Maybe it's a Monday, Wednesday, or a Friday. Then start to do it every day. Like, you will get to it. Like, the more you do, the better it is. Be responsive. Always reply to comments on your post. Like, it's not like Facebook or Twitter, it's LinkedIn. When people comment on it, make sure you acknowledge that, reply to that, saying thank you, or asking them more question, or if they have asked you a question, please answer it. Consider connecting or engaging with people who share and like your updates too. Remember, these social actions signal interest in your organization, so don't leave anyone hanging. The third one, value quality over quantity. As we said, your career page helps you pipeline prospective talent, so always post content that reflects your brand and attracts the people you are looking to hire. So now we come to engage the candidates you are looking for with sponsored updates. So engage the candidates you are looking for with sponsored updates. What do we mean by that? Sponsored updates are basically like an ad. So LinkedIn allows you to do that. Sponsored update target the talent you want to reach across all their devices. So you have all the checkboxes and all the patterns and analytics that you can put in to reach a specific kind of audience, like maybe the construction division or the pharmaceuticals or accountants. So sponsored updates allow you to reach beyond your followers to LinkedIn's all like 500 million population on LinkedIn, and share content straight to any member's feed. So it will just come on their feed like you see ads on Facebook. You must be seeing ads on LinkedIn already. It's based on your profile. Somebody is trying to target you. So that's how it goes. For example, if your organization is hosting an engineering hackathon, sponsor can update to engineering majors at nearby universities, spreading the news beyond your followers. Sorry. Know what's working. You should know if a sponsored update is working or not. You should be on top of it. If it's not working, if it is not attracting talent, if it's not attracting engagement, you are doing something wrong. You have to change your sponsored update. Then it should be data rich with good pictures. It should have good engagement. Whenever you post it, after 2 3 days you can always see how the analytics are. Sometimes it will say that you have 100 plus followers through this, you have 400 clicks on it, you have like more 10% more engagement. So that's how you will be able to know. Basically you can say that an engagement is basically clicks, like, share, comment, followers acquired, how much impressions you have had. So all this is basically how to do that. Step two of the attraction process is make it easy for employees. All the candidates are your prospective employees. Okay, so make it easy for employees to share content with LinkedIn Elevate. So what is LinkedIn Elevate? Your employees are already connected to a diverse qualified pool of candidates. On average, a company's employees have 10 times more connections as a company has followers. With LinkedIn Elevate, employees get a steady stream of quality content to share across LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, helping to influence all of the potential hires in their networks. LinkedIn Elevate is a good platform. You can use it, but I don't think it's much required for us recruiters right now. So I'll just go through it. You can always read it in this PDF that I'll be sharing to know more about it. Step three, target your employees' connections with recruitment ads. You must be looking at recruitment ads or doing some. I think, quite a lot of recruitment ads on LinkedIn. LinkedIn also gives you some free credits for few ads. I got $50 credits, I believe. I don't know, $50 is like 2,500 rupees in INR. So that was for Canada. For Indian market, it should be different. So the employee who view your employees' profiles are connected to your employees, and therefore more likely to be familiar with your organization and more open to your opportunities. Capture the attention of this talent by placing ads alongside your employees profiles. Here are four good options. So whenever you are doing a recruitment ad, you should have a call to action. Like, there are four different pictures, but you should have something that they can hit, right? Like a main blue ribbon or something which they hit. That's the main thing. Like, for example, you see apply now. You see a ad, but at the bottom it says apply now. So that is the highlight of that ad. View jobs, follow company X. So these are something. For internal hiring, I don't think there will be anything, but for external hiring, there would always be apply now, view jobs. You should always keep that in mind. Stage three. So stage three, do you remember what was stage three? It was the application stage. So stage three is the application. I'll take a pause now and see if you guys have anything or any thoughts that you want to chat about. I want to make this session very interactive. So if you want to talk about something, uh, shoot it right here. If you have any thoughts or any questions, please let me know. I know it's getting very late. It's almost 11:20. I don't want to hold you back. We are we started late due to technical issues. We are already around 45 minutes in the training. I think 40 minutes in the training. So I'll give more 5 seconds. Show me a thumbs up if everything is going great. Click the thumbs up icon over there, or I'll just shoot a question or anything that you have on your mind that you want me to cover. Like, I can always go beyond this presentation and PPT. If you want any inputs from me as a recruiter in Canada, or any talent acquisition questions or anything. Yes, Mohit. Okay, you want to ask, Komal says she wants to ask questions after the session. So let's wrap up the session as fast as possible then, without missing out any details, definitely. And the PDF will be shared with you guys. So go through the PDF, connect with me on LinkedIn. I accept everyone's invitation. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me and ask me any questions you want. I'll tell you about my social media handles later on so that you can connect with me, if you want to. Okay, let's proceed further. Stage three is the application stage. Match the right candidate with the right opportunity. Okay, that's very important. I'll just share a quick example. I love sharing examples because I believe that rather than this theory, we learn a lot through examples. So, I was a recruiter for public practice firms. I don't know if you understand public accounting firms, like CPA firms, CA firms. So I was hiring for them. A candidate came to me. I cannot name the organization, but he came from a very big organization. He was doing US tax. I myself was an accountant before. I was doing US tax in Deloitte and KPMG. So he was also from a US tax background. So we chatted, we connected a lot, much better. We were happy to talk about some US tax stuff, some technical stuff. So he told me he is looking to get into industry, to get into a company rather than working in a public accounting firm in US tax. I had two opportunities for him, but after having that conversation, I'm good with reading people. So I feel that he's not happy in his current job. So I asked him, like, do you really like US tax? Like, be honest with me and just tell me, like, do you really like it? I mean, if you don't, I can help you with better job opportunities, because I was just trying to throw him like a carrot, or show him that bright side, that there could be a better opportunity than US tax. And he said yes. Then he told me, like, hey, I've not put it on my resume, but I was an auditor back in China. So this was a Chinese guy. So he said, I was an auditor with KPMG back in China, and I loved audit more than US tax. So I want to get back to audit if that's possible. So I took his experience and read about it, understood him more. At the end, you won't believe, I placed him in a public accounting firm, 30% more than what he was making in his bigger firm, and as a senior auditor in that firm. He was a staff accountant in that big firm. I gave him a promotion, like a jump in his title. It's not who I gave, I just presented him in the best possible way, because I have to write a presentation for him. So, like, selling the candidate, I know many people of you do, so you must be connecting with me. So that's what I did, and I'm so proud of myself. That's why I like to share this experience. It's a very proud thing, because I was able to match him to the right opportunity. he I could have given him any opportunity. US tax would have been a piece of cake, very easy. He was good experience, just connect him with an opportunity, he would have got the job. This was challenging, but I felt very happy and proud that I was able to match the right candidate with the right opportunity. So this is very important, guys. As a recruiter, it's our responsibility for us to know the story of the candidates. Take some time out. Don't, we all are busy. Sometimes we just want to wrap up the interview as soon as possible, but no, take some time out. Try to understand your candidate, be in their shoes. They want a good opportunity. For you, it's just another candidate, but for them, it's a career change, it's a career for them. So try to understand them. I'm pretty sure you all do, but it's my obligation as a trainer that I should be telling you all the best things that I can. So I would say that always try to understand them. Like, my first question when I'm interviewing someone is, what's your story? They are like, what's my story? I said, I don't know, you tell me, what's your story? So then they open up. So make your candidate comfortable so that they can open up, they can talk about themselves, they can tell you whatever they want to, they can be their friend. So they'll be able to just dive right into it, and then you will know whether that will also help you to see that if this candidate is the perfect candidate or the right candidate for the job that you are hiring for or not. They might be lying, but it's up to you to see in between the lines, in between the prints. But try to go easy on them and try to act as a friend to take as much information as possible so that you can match the right candidate to the right opportunity. I've already dived a lot into it. I'll just go through the points if there is something that I've missed. So, what is the step one in this process of the application? Write emails that hook candidates. So we are always reaching out to people on emails. Basically, if you are reaching out to anyone on LinkedIn who is not connected to you, you have to send an email so that they read it. Make it as attractive as possible. Like, every candidate who is a good or top talent, they must be getting at least 2 3 emails every week. So how will your email stand out from the other email? I used to send a lot of emails. I had a top-notch package of recruitment. I used to buy more emails as well. So, uh, like, not buy as in like send emails through my colleagues' account, because if they were not using it, I used to use it. But you have to stand out. Like, there are some statistics like 81% are more likely to respond to your emails than non-followers. If you have a career page followers, so somebody who's following your company page, 80% of them will respond to you. Okay, emails allow you to send direct emails, and it has to stand out for you to have a better outreach. 9 golden rules for email. So we have some golden rules for email. I'll go through it. Review profile, grab attention, show you are selective, you're not just sending out to everyone. Be conversational and brief. Just don't put out few bullet points or something. Try to show in your email through your message that you are conversational. Listen well. Ask about their goals and interest level in new opportunities. Like, be communicative. Focus on goals. Think beyond the job and frame your message around what's in it for them. Show them the benefits and opportunity that's in it for them. Leverage content. Always put good content and leverage that. Be patient. Include a call to action. I always say, I love it, CTA, call to action. At the end of the email, always say, please reach out to me at this and this, or please click apply, or go to this link to view at the company. Always have a call to action, asking them something to do. Ask to continue the dialogue, not necessarily to apply right away. You can always say that, okay, let me know what your thoughts are, or if you want to discuss anything about this opportunity, so that they know what is the next step, what you want them to do. Always put that in. That's the call to action. InMail is a great platform. I would say it's a great tool that you should be using on LinkedIn. Step 2, post jobs that excite the right candidate. You should be posting jobs that excite the right talent that you're looking for. It's pretty simple. 5 steps to an apply worthy job description. So job description is very important. If I'm reading a job description, I don't know if I would be inclined to apply to it right away or not. It really depends how attractive it is, how good it is. So your job description only has a few moments to make a big impression, right? So I'll just go through this 5 bullet points, which is easy steps for an apply worthy job description. If I'm going too fast, you're not able to take notes, don't worry, you will get this PDF. Everything is on there. Only examples, and I'm putting few thoughts which you are already listening, but you can always reach out to me if you have any questions. All the content is there. It's a good PDF. It's really good. You will learn a lot through this PDF. Number 1, use a search friendly job title rather than a creative one. Okay. Uh, like sometimes we go too creative. Like, I was putting a job for a US tax manager, and I wanted to be like if somebody is searching for a US tax manager, what would they put? Like, they would put in US tax or a tax manager or something. So I kept the title pretty simple, US tax manager, nothing much. Some people write it like tax ninja. You know the ninja word, it's trending a lot. So tax ninja or tax manager ninja or something. Like, if you don't get the right keywords, the job won't show up. Get smart on the latest research. So there is so much research on what candidates want in a job today. Use it, read through it. For example, there are a lot of content already in the market. Find that and then just apply to it. Be personal and specific. Always be personal. I mean, being beyond skills and experiences, think about the type of person you are looking to attract, like personality type or interest or values. Emphasize what's in it for the candidate. Always show them the benefits and what is in it for you. They always know that you are benefiting, you are looking for candidates, you are, that's the reason why you are reaching out to them. But always show them what's in it for them. That's how you will keep them motivated and make them apply to the job, or at least have a conversation or a dialogue. Get creative. On the first point, I said don't get creative on the headline. Last point is get creative. Keep your job post unique by seeking out inspiration in unexpected places. For example, L'Oreal noticed the popularity of emojis and decided to ask candidates to describe their dream job using only emojis. The next heading is to the application stage. The power of a LinkedIn job post. LinkedIn job posts nowadays are trending a lot. People are using them. People are no more going to the company websites to look for jobs. The companies are posting their jobs on LinkedIn. It's really good. Fuel number 1. Fuel your posts with LinkedIn insights. Uh, Based on LinkedIn insights, you should be writing that job post up. Um, Whatever the recommended skills you want, what is the job function, employment type, full time, part time, what are the educations that you're looking for, key responsibilities. You should have a pretty good solid job description. You should not exaggerate a lot. Like, for a job description, key responsibilities, put it like 4 to 6 bullet points, more than enough. Ask for few education certificates. Don't overload it with a lot, because some people will think they're not qualified for it and might not apply. So you want people to apply to your job posting, but also you don't want everyone to apply. You want the right talent to apply. So keep it specific, to the point, but not very detailed. Engage with the right talent automatically. So you will be engaging the right talent automatically through your job posts, because your job would be reaching out to the right candidates because of the things that we spoken about earlier, and not just those who are actively looking. That's why we automatically advertise your openings to relevant professionals based on the qualifications you are looking for. Highlight your culture and employees. That's the third point. Highlight your culture and employees. When candidates self-select for culture fit before applying, it saves time for everyone, right? They want to know, what is it like to work there? Whom do I know who works there? Who might be my future co-workers? All these things. Show your culture, engage, encourage referrals, reveal future colleagues. Stage 4, that is engagement. So we have done discovery, attraction. The third stage was application. We talked about job post and everything. Now is engagement. I'm not going to ask people if you have any questions or not. I don't see any thumbs up, but please give some thumbs up on the video so that I know I'm doing good. It always motivates me and brings a big smile. I'm smiling all the time, but it still brings a big smile to my face if I see a lot of thumbs up on the icon. There is a thumbs up icon, hit that up. Okay. Stage 4, engagement. Motivate and retain your new hires. It's very, very important. Another example. I recently got approached for a job. It's a very big firm. It's a IT firm, for being an internal recruiter. The job title was talent acquisition specialist and lead. I was surprised. Generally, the titles are talent acquisition specialist, internal recruiter, or something like that. And lead, that was something different. Why is the word lead there? And I was interested. I didn't wanted the job, just because I am working in my own company right now and trying to grow that. I've taken a break from the recruitment world for a couple of months, and want to focus on my own business and mentor people and coach people like you. But so I was just intrigued. So I said, I'm interested. I wanted to have a dialogue with the HR partner. We spoke, and then I came to know that the lead part is basically retention of new hires. So they wanted me to, the people that I hire, they wanted me to stay engaged with the new hires for 3 months, to see if they are not facing any problems, any issues. And they wanted me to mentor that person every week, have a session with them every week in the first month, and later on once a month, to see how they are feeling about the company. Because many people, if they don't like the company, they leave within 3 months. So engaging with them and making sure to retain your talent in the first 3 months, 6 months, is very important. So that was the role. So that was the example. So motivate and retain your new hires. This is a job of a recruiter. You are the first face that they have seen from the company side. Like, you are the company, you are the first point of contact for them, the first person they have communicated to. So they know you more than any other co-workers that they would be working with. So try to touch base with them every now and then to see how they are doing. You want to retain, right? Like, the more you retain, the better it is for you, the less work for you to hire more clients and hire more candidates. But obviously, I'm not saying that you will be out of your job if everyone is retained in their company. There would always be a need for a recruiter. Jokes apart, once you have new hires, empowering them with new skills and growth opportunities is a great way to keep them happy and engaged. Yes. If they are continually looking and taking on more responsibilities, they are more likely to be satisfied. I always say that, give them more responsibilities and give them more opportunities to grow. Your engaged employees are your best recruiting resource. They embody your company values and can help attract people who are good culture fits. If you can make referring new talent easy for them, it's a win for you both. Exactly. If you keep your employees happy, they know the culture fit, they know they have friends out there who might be a good fit for this company, they would be referring them. Give them a good referral bonus. If your company does not have a good referral bonus, suggest them to increase the money, because a referral is always better than hiring a new candidate, because a referral is coming from a known source. It's a win-win for everyone. Step one in the engagement: empower employees with new skills and growth opportunities. As we already said, empower them with new skills and growth opportunities. The 23% of employees voluntarily leave their jobs due to lack of development and training. I have seen so many people come to me. I would say 23% is a quite a low data. I would say 50% people I have seen come to me saying that I don't see any progress in my current firm. I don't see a development. I don't see a learning. There is no training. There is no learning curve. I think I have maxed out. I have known everything in this firm. So in this company. So that's why they want to leave. The rest 50% have their various other reasons, money, promotion, and whatnot. So um, that's the thing. And then four ways to engage and retain employees with learning. So there is always learning and development. It should always be there. What are the four ways? Make learning a priority. I know I'm from Deloitte. I know in Deloitte, learning and development is a huge thing. It's a huge thing. When I joined Deloitte, the first 3 months I was only on learning. People call it as a honeymoon period. Really, it was a honeymoon period. uh, the first 3 months I was only in learning. They had full classroom training courses. It was amazing. They gave me so much learning. Plus, it's like back to school, back to college. So you make friends, right? If you're learning with your coworkers sitting beside you and you are like in a classroom kind of a setup, it's exciting. You do lunches together, snacks together. It's a full day training. You make friends. That's how you do networking, and they become your friends throughout, right? Because after 3 months, we hit the floor and we are working together. We have known each other for 3 months, so it's a good platform. Make learning a priority first. Second, invest in professional development. Third, build leaders from within. Fourth, provide guided career coaching. I cannot emphasize more on these points. These are very, very important. When employees believe you are invested in their careers, they become more personally invested in your organization. Trust me, you can look at me right now. I was working in Deloitte from 2012 to 2016. It's been almost 3 years that I've left Deloitte, but I'm still using Deloitte as my example. I'll keep using that. They have had me as their one of the spokesperson, kind of like, or brand ambassador for life. I would always be promoting Deloitte. It's a great company to work with just because they invested in my professional development, and I know that. Build leaders from within. Support employees who inspire to be in leadership roles by investing in leadership and management training. Really important. Use online learning to help employees develop their goals and career paths and provide supervisors with coaching insights needed to mentor employees. Absolutely. Sometimes classroom training, everything is becoming online. So you can always have online training, online sessions. You can put 5 people in a classroom and just play a video or something which is online. You can always tell them, do this online training. It will help you grow in your career. If somebody is really invested in their own career, they will do that, and it is good. They will see that, okay, I'm getting free online courses, free training materials, which is good for them. What is Lynda.com? Lynda is a platform where you have a lot of training and materials which you can use. Go and check it out. It's there in this PDF. You can do that. Step two of the uh, engagement process. I was forgetting the name. Step two of the engagement process. Turbocharge your employee referral program. Already we have spoken about it. You need to turbocharge it. You need to see what's going wrong in it. How everyone has an opinion, but you have to know that you are in a position as a talent acquisition specialist or as a recruiter to help your company make it better. You can always give inputs to your CEO or anyone who is in the decision making capacity for the referral program. Tell them how important is it. Go through these slides. You are doing this training. You are already knowing how important it is. Like, if I am referring a friend of mine to this company, I know what the culture is. I can explain it to them. I can sell the company already to my friend. He or she will know that, okay, this is the companies, and they will know whether it's a good fit for them or not. If not, they will say no. If yes, they would want to go. That means they would be a good culture fit. Plus, you know them, so you can vouch for that person. So it makes the life of a recruiter and company really easy coming from a referral. And statistics show that 87% of recruiters say the best channel to recruit quality candidates is employee referrals. Perfect, bang on. Another point, make it easy for employees to refer great talent with LinkedIn referrals. So LinkedIn has a platform, LinkedIn referrals. You can use that to refer employees so that you can also look at their profile on LinkedIn and everything. There are a lot of other platforms also, ATS platforms and everything. You can go through it. It's there in the slides. The exponential factor of your employees. The how are we doing on time? Let me see. Um, okay, how are we doing? Okay, we are almost done with an hour of our training. Um, are you guys good? Should I keep going? I'll try to wrap up as soon as possible. Um, we are almost done, maybe more 5 minutes, and then we can jump to the Q&A round. So I'll take 5 more minutes and cover all the major important points. The rest of it you can go through these slides. I've almost completed more than 90%. So yeah, the exponential factor of your employees. A collective net worth size of your employees is around 3 times bigger than your personal net worth. So leverage that, please do. Uh, there are some statistics over here. I'll just read it out. 615,000. That's the number. The average number of connections a company on LinkedIn has through its employees. So it's all summing up together. Okay. 2,000, 1.9 thousand, sorry. It's the average number of connections that our very best recruiters have on LinkedIn. So generally, a recruiter on average has 2,000 connections on LinkedIn, but through the employees that are working in the company, every employee has their own group of people. And so if you take like 100, every employee say has 1,000 connections. If you have 100 employees in your company, 100 multiplied by 1,000, it becomes 100,000. So 100,000 connections is through your referral program. It could be through your referral program. And if there are two recruiters having 2,000 connections each, or say 5,000 connections each, also it becomes 10,000. So you see the power of referral. Through that 100 employees, you have a potential to reach to 100,000 employees. 100,000 means 1 lakh. So 1 lakh employees, 1 lakh, sorry, prospective employees. So there you go. Referrals are very important. LinkedIn Recruiter. So let's quickly talk about this platform. This is a platform which most of you should be using or might be using already. I used to use this platform. Excellent platform to recruit, hire best of the best talent. It has great search filters, and you can dig into it, dive into it, play around it to find the best of the best talent. If you don't have it, I would strongly recommend for your company to ask them to give you the LinkedIn Recruiter platform. Again, I don't work for LinkedIn. I am not promoting or I'm not getting paid for anything. It's just that I believe in this product, so I am telling you. You can accelerate the candidate journey with LinkedIn Recruiter. It's a great tool. You can find great talent faster with the recommendation engine. They also recommend you, okay, this people. They always keep throwing recommendation. It's a great tool. Use your top performers to guide your search. Like if you have a top performer in your company, you can use them to get results similar to that. So you see now how good that tool is. Have you ever been, I'll just put it out like this, like have you, as a recruiter, I'll ask you a question. Have you ever been asked by someone like, can you find me another Keshav or another Ravi, or say, can you find me another Mohit, another Komal, or another Kirti? Have you been asked like this before? If yes, then this is the tool for you. Like, how about you can find someone who is 50% of Kirti, Mohit, from design to marketing, or like something like that. Sometimes it's easier to describe what you're looking for by giving the example of that person. Like people can say, can you find another Utsav? I'm looking for another recruiter. Can you find me another Utsav? And I'll be like, it would be hard for me, but yeah, I can try. So I'm boasting myself up. Sorry. Simply enter the name of your ideal candidate into the search bar, and LinkedIn Recruiter will build a search based on his or her profile data and identify similar talent. Isn't it cool? It's amazing. It's amazing. Obviously LinkedIn cannot say that how good a person is in the personality type and everything. It's just based on the experiences and on the skill set that has been mentioned in his or her profile. LinkedIn will do the search. Still it saves a lot of your time, still gives you much better refined search. It it gives a smart suggestion to expand and refine your search result. So once you have like 1000 similar people like Kirti, then you can refine the search to make it better. You might find another Komal or Mohit, but you can try keep finding Kirti over there. So, okay. Uh, Identify and prioritize the candidates most likely to become your next hire. Uh, so, we have been talking about this throughout. Uh, we'll talk about it specifically for the LinkedIn recruiter. You have to identify and prioritize the candidates most likely to become your next hire. How will you find that? Candidates who appear in spotlights are 2 to 3 times more likely to respond to your emails than candidates who do not. What do you mean by spotlights? These are the spotlights that allow you to easily filter results for candidates who are likely to engage. Spotlights vary based on different types of relationships and interactions on LinkedIn. So, total candidates, past applications. A spotlight feature shows you talent connected to your organization through your employees, talent brand, or even applying to past roles. So if someone has already applied to a past role in your company, they are more likely to respond to your email, right? Remember all the work you did to gain career page followers. Now is the time to max out on it, like maximize it. They will appear within the engaged with your talent brand spotlight along with people who engage with your company page. Cool. Spotlights with LinkedIn Recruiter, company connections, past applicants, engaged with your talent brand, competitors' talent pools, potentially ready for a move, have recruiting activity. So these are the few points that will help you identify the spotlight. Pretty easy, straightforward. Company connections, past applicants, basically engaged with your talent brand. If they have engaged, competitors talent pool, people are always targeting, so including those affiliated with the schools or companies through which they tend to recruit. Potentially ready for a move, people who have been in their current role for 1 to 5 years, they are potentially ready to move because they have been there for a in a firm for a span of time. Have recruiting activity, people who have been contacted or engaged by recruiters at your company. So if there is a recruiting activity for a candidate, they're likely, that's a spotlight. So we are almost done with this training. There's not much that I would like to tell you beyond this, the 4 steps that we covered and the LinkedIn recruiter. um, in this PDF or the presentation PDF that I would be sharing it with you, you will go at the bottom of this training. It would say appendix, which is the last part, and it will give you a lot of tools where it will say where to start and what do you, more tips and tricks, how to access a resume, 4 of the biggest problems that recruiters face, like what are the research keywords and trends that's happening in the current market. Like there are some funny things as well, like 9 things recruiters are sick of hearing. I would love to have another conversation with you guys like this, where I can share more of my experiences and have a second dialogue also with you, where you can share more with me as well about your experiences. Like these are cool things. Like we all are recruiters over here, and I love to chat in a platform where we all are recruiters. So it's really cool. I mean, do check out this PDF and the bottom pages. It's a really nice uh, PDF. It's a really good tailor-made PDF, and dive into it. It's a gift from Sam and I to you guys, and you'd really appreciate it. It might be a little old, so the analytics and the things might be a little old, but the facts, the content remain the same. Okay, so now we can straight away dive into the question and answer round. I don't have much to say about this topic anymore, like based on the content. But if you have anything to ask me straight away, point blank, unfiltered, shoot. I will answer each and every question. Don't worry about it. Just ask whatever you want to. I'm just going through few comments from above just to see if I have not missed anything. So yeah. uh, okay, so if any questions that was asked earlier, I don't know if that candidate, if that person would be still in the training, because I saw there were like 13 14 participants. Now there is only 8. So I don't know if somebody left and they've rejoined or not. So okay, the first question I had was, need some from Hemlata. Hemlata, are you there? Hemlata is asking, need some more tips on headlines. So I think you asked this in between the training. So I don't know if that question has already been asked. But on headline for LinkedIn, uh, what I can say is make it more personal. May tell people what you want them to know. I want people to know that I am a tea enthusiast. I am a mentor. I am a coach. I am a ex Big Four. I'm a director in my current company, and I'm also a recruiter. But I didn't want it to highlight that in my headline, so I did not. So if you look at my headline, you will get those ideas. Look at Sam's headline. Look at the other trainers that did their training yesterday or are going to do tomorrow or day after. Look at their headline. You will get a better idea. If you still have questions, send me a personal message and I'll definitely respond to that. I hope that answers your question, Hemlata. Um, so the second question basically is, okay. Thank you, Komal. Thank you, Munib. Thank you, Mohit, Kirti. Um, thank you, Sam. You're always there. Um, Komal, you wanted to talk after session. Cool, I'm all ears. Mohit also wanted to ask questions after the session. Munib too. Um, Munib, you had a question. Whatever we discussed looks great, but I want to know specific tips for a recruiter working with staffing company. Okay. If you are working with a staffing company, I believe you mean agency or a staffing agency company where you're hiring for clients. So as a recruiter, when I was working, so it's basically like you're not selling one company. If you're a talent acquisition specialist or an internal recruiter, you're selling one brand. But if you're working with a staffing company, staffing agency, you are selling multiple brands. Suppose Facebook comes to me and say that, hey, I want to recruit a IT professional. So I will try to understand their role and what they want, what's good about their company, what's something that stands out, and then I will want to answer their questions basically. Sorry, uh, try to find them the best talent. Sorry, I'm all puzzled now. I've been speaking for an hour and a half. For Sorry for about that. So basically, I would try to understand the company culture, the role, the diversity of the role, what's in it for the candidate. Why would a candidate want to work with Facebook? Other than it's a big brand, why would they want to really work there? What's in it for them? Because I want to give the best to my candidate. I'm really invested in people's career and in people's to help them. I love helping people. That's me. Trust me. I love helping people. I want the best for them. So whenever I used to go and talk to my clients, I tell them like, there are so many companies out there. Why would he or she pick your company? Why would they work for you? Why would they work with you? So I loved it. And then I used to sell that company, that job, that role to the prospective candidates and try to see if they have any questions. I go back to the client and ask them. So, so I I don't know if that answered your question, because you said you want tips, you want specific tips for recruiter working with staffing company. What kind of tips you want? So we can come back to that question if you still did not get through my answer. Okay, good example. Thanks, Mohit. Thanks, Komal again. Thanks, Munib. Loved your referral. Thank you. Um, Komal, your question is 90% of my hires are through Recruiter Lite. Excellent. I love it and prefer over any other tool. Amazing. I used to use Recruiter Lite too, but then I upgraded myself to the higher version of Recruiter Lite. That's more expensive, but trust me, that's much better. I would strongly recommend. Okay, Mohit is asking about Recruiter Lite. So, Mohit, Recruiter Lite is a platform, it's a tool to hire talent. Just a short answer to you. It helps you filter and find any people anywhere around this world who are on LinkedIn. Anybody who is on LinkedIn, say Utsav Jain. My name is Utsav Jain. I am on LinkedIn. If you want to find me, not just like typing my name out, find me through a specific skill set, you can use Recruiter Lite and you'll be able to find me. It's a great tool. You have all the filters, how many years of experience, which companies. Excellent tool, I would say. Try it out. It's not very expensive. Komal, coming back to you, 90% of your hires have been through Recruiter Lite. If you have been very successful with it, ask your company to upgrade you to a better version. Tell them 9 out of 10 candidates that you have hired is from Recruiter Lite. It is from a LinkedIn platform tool. So why not get a better tool? Hmm. Nidhi, could you let us know a bit about behavioral interview to find the right culture fit? Okay. So as I told you, Nidhi, a little bit in my training, uh, how I go about it is like I ask them, "What's your story?" That's point blank, upfront. Sometimes it blows them away. Sometimes they are happy that they can speak whatever and anything. So I just give them the liberty with my first question to talk about anything they want. That's their chance to talk about themselves or whatever they want to sell me, whatever they want me to know. Because I believe it's the candidate who drives the interview. So if a candidate wants to tell me something specific, they can during that time. And it is the job of us recruiters, Nidhi, you and me, like us, to find out the behavioral pattern, the body language, how do they go about it. So if they are panicking, if they have anxiety, if they got nervous, they got scared, they were not expecting that question. It's all about reading the body language, the how they are talking, how eye contact they're making, how much hand movements they are making, how comfortable are they with their body language or how stiff they are. uh, Basically, you can have a set of questions. If you Google behavioral questions for interview, you will get anyways. But my favorite question is, "What's your story like?" And I also try to throw in other questions in between, depending upon the answers. Like I try to get as personal as possible because I want to see their real self. I don't want to see their fake self or portrayal of themselves when they are interviewing with me, because they have a certain thing in their mind that they want to portray it to me. I don't want that. So that's how I go about it. Your next question is, these days focus is more on aligning candidate with culture of the company. Exactly, it is very 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 important. I cannot emphasize it more enough. Though technical skills are important, company culture is very very important. If you are not a good fit in the culture of the company, even they pay a lot, even though your skill sets match, even though you're doing great, you will not like the firm, you will not like it, you will find it hard to stay in that company, and at the end you will just leave that firm. So leave that company, doesn't make sense, right? You need to understand that you have to be more like a culture fit. You want to see the best company that you would fit into. Like, I know there was a firm which was very social. They had the age group of that people, the people in the firm was like 23, 24 to 30. The partners were 40 plus, but most of the employees, like 90% of the employees, were 23 to 40, 23 to 30 years old. One of the candidates came to me. He wanted to apply for that firm and he was 45. He was almost at a partner's age or older than that. He was a great candidate, but I knew he would not be a good culture fit. I told him that he would not be a good culture fit because it's very social. They party a lot. They have a refrigerator full of beer and liquor. I love it. But I love the thought, the way they have that party thing going on. That every Friday at 4 p.m. they open beer, they have beer, they have snacks, they have party going on. People are very cohesive. It's a very good work culture. He said, "I want to give it a shot. I want to work there. I'm not there to drink beer. I don't drink beer. I'm a non-alcoholic or something like that. I don't like booze or anything." I said, "It's fine. You are there to go work. It's fine. But company culture is important." And as I said, the partners did not want to hire him just because of that factor, because he would not gel into the environment. You want to hire people who would get along with the existing employees, right? You don't want to bring a person who stands out, not technically in a good way, but who stands out and is not socially involved or talking. I'm not saying that being social or talking is important. What I'm trying to say is gelling with the group of people is important. Being a part of the group is important. Working alone is great, but not every time. So company culture is very important. I hope I answered, Nidhi, your question. If not, we can always have a one-on-one conversation through message, or I'll share my cell phone number. You can give me a call. We can talk about it. We can discuss about it. That would be great. Uh, so where am I now? Which one? What other question? Um, Sakleen Sheikh, how do we convince the candidate to take our offer when he has a similar offer from a bigger organization? Excellent question. Nidhi, your question was excellent about the behavioral and aligning the company culture. I love these questions, Nidhi, Sakleen. I've not gone through other questions, but excellent questions. Keep it coming, guys. I love to talk about it. I can give you more inputs. How do we convince the candidate to take our offer when he has a similar offer from a bigger organization? You don't convince them. No, you don't. Never, never do that. Never be responsible for, you don't know whether, I know it's your job for to hire the person, but never convince someone as per your own thoughts. Leave it open. Keep it open. Give them the pros and cons working in your own company, and give them the pros and cons about working in the X company that he has an offer from or she has an offer from. Always tell them, as per your knowledge, that company has this pros and this cons. Talk good about the other company. Never badmouth any other company. Talk good about them. Tell, because every company has good points and bad points. The company that I work with or I was working with all have bad points and good points. But it depends upon you, what you want to highlight, what you want to showcase, what do you want to tell the other people. Put it out all there. Tell them what you will gain. Talk less about the X company, talk more about your company. Tell the person that she would be getting such and such training, mentorship. Show them examples. Show them the person you interviewed with them. That would be your mentor. Did you like the person you interviewed with? Show that there is a growth pattern. Show them that you might be there's salary bonuses on top of it. Show them if the company goes on events. They, like, I know one company that takes them to Mexico every year. So show them that we like to travel. We take all our employees to Mexico during the Christmas time. Would you be interested in that? Is that something that you like? Tell them that the age group in your company is from 25 to 30, or 20 or 35 to 40, whatever is it. Tell them it's a more social company. That might not be a good fit for that person. So leave it on them to decide. If you become too pushy, it will sound like a salesman, and you will not be convincing them to take the offer, but you will be pushing them away. Sometimes overselling or over convincing pushes them away. You might be looking out in the best interest for that person. You might be doing best for them. You might be help trying to help them out. You know that, okay, X company is not good. That particular person will hate their job. You know that if that particular person works in your company, they will love it, they will enjoy it. But you have to leave that for them to decide. You can just throw everything that you have on the table and let that person decide upon that. Don't ever over convince or try to oversell your company. It might backfire. I hope I was able to answer your question, Saklain. Mohit, how to overcome candidate having multiple offers? I hope I answered that. This is my personal opinion. This is what I do. It could be different for everyone else. It could be different for Kirti, Munib, or Komal, or Renu, or Nidhi. But this is what I do. Basically, I try to tell them, okay, these are the pros and cons for working with this company. Like one company, I'll tell you, X company that I was hiring for, they have a dress code. They have a dress code of wearing a tie and a blazer, like a suit, every single day. They say that sometimes you can not have a blazer, that's fine, but you need to have a tie every damn day. For me, I would never work for that company, even if they offer me any X amount of money. I hate to wear a tie like this, like all the time. I can wear it for meetings, for events. I could have wore it for even today's seminar. I can wear it, but personally, if you tell me I have to wear it 365 days a year, I cannot, or even 200 days a year, I cannot. It is very difficult for me to wear it. I love wearing suit. I can put on a suit, but I cannot wear a tie. So I told that person, if you are going to work for the offer that I have for you for this X company, the only con that I can think of is you have to wear a suit and a tie every single day. This is for the guys, not the girls, obviously. So you have to wear a tie for every single day. Are you cool with that? If not, this is not the company for you, because that is their old school. That is the work culture. They have set rules. They have that ground rules, and if you want to work there, you have to comply with it, right? So that is what we call company culture. Also, to answer this question, if you are not good for company's culture, and so that's how you go about it. So uh, I hope I answered your question, Satlain and Mohit. Similar questions, but really good questions. um, Munib, I don't understand. You have just written in term of attracting the talent. I believe it's a follow-up question or something. I don't know. Munib, in term of attracting the talent, what do you want me to say about that in term of attracting the talent? In terms of attracting the talent, if you want to just want me to speak about it, my 2 cents are what I spoke in the training. Brand value, brand proposition. Try to build your own brand, your company's brand. Show them why they should be working in the company, in the firm. Why is your company better than the other company? What are the good things about your company? Everything. That's basically attracting talent. How to overcome candidate having multiple offer? Already done that. um, sure, I will ask them to upgrade. Thanks. Okay, common. Yeah, cool. um, LinkedIn Recruiter Live. What's your opinion about using psychometric test for recruitment? Renu asking what's my opinion about psychometric test for recruitment? It's a great tool. It's a great thing to do before hiring anyone else. It really depends. There are lots of psychometric tests, and there are varieties of questions. There are varieties of answers to it, the patterns to it, answering and highly agree to highly disagree, five options, 7 options, 10 options. Basically, it depends upon job to job. What do you want to get out of that person? If it is a job where you definitely need to have a personality, or personality fit or something, definitely it's very important, you should do it. Nowadays, I see less and less of companies using psychometric tests, because it doesn't say everything about the candidate. It doesn't say the whole thing. Sometimes you cannot evaluate a person just by a set of 30 questions or 50 questions. I would say, instead of a psychometric test, I would interview that person 3 times through with different people, and long interviews, so that when people come back for more rounds, I see that they open up more. You get to know more about them as a person. Like, in 30 minutes you cannot know a person, right? You will know a lot about it, but you cannot know everything. So if you want to know more than everything or a lot about the candidate, I strongly say that at least have 2 to 3 rounds of interview. Don't give out an offer with just 1 round of interview. I always want the candidate to meet the team, meet the partners, meet more people in the firm, so that they get to know who would their co-workers be, who would their manager be, who would they be reporting to, and who what kind of a workspace they would be working to. Give them an office tour, show them around the office space and the desk. They will get an idea. Either they will get excited, or they will be like, oh no, this is not what I was looking for. This is not the place I would like to work for. So it's better they say a no before you give them an offer, rather than they quitting the job after joining and leaving after a month or so, right? So try to do everything possible in the first few days, few months, sorry, first few rounds, first few interviews. What am I talking? Sorry, first few days, first few rounds, so that they get to know more about the company, and you get to know more about the candidate. But psychometric test, it limits the answers and questions. It is a good tool. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's a great tool actually to understand. I would still say, why not do it? I hope I was able to answer your question, Renu. Thanks. It was an excellent question. Really good. Kirti, how can we get more responses to our emails from the passive candidates who are not active on LinkedIn? Do we have any better way on LinkedIn other than in-mail? Excellent. This is something even I struggle with sometimes, to be honest. Um there are some candidates who are very passive. They are active on LinkedIn, but they will not respond to your email, come what may. They will not. What I do is I send them emails every 15 days. If there is a job open, even after 15 days for the same job, I reword my email and I send them again, second time. I send them for the third time after again 1 month, because sometimes I take it as a challenge. I want to crack that person to speak to me, to have a dialogue. There's no harm in talking to me. I'm not going to push you for a job. Even after my third email, if someone is not responding or talking to me, that means they are really very happy in their job, unless they get fired from the job. So just wait when they get fired from the job or something like that. I i really find it difficult to understand, make people understand that your company is not your parents, or even parents kick out their children some point of time. Like if someone is not working or doing anything at the age of 25 or 30, the parents will say, get out of my house, do something productive, right? So a company is not your home or your thing. You might get fired any day. You do a mistake or you do something which is not good for the company, they will fire you. They won't care if you have been with the company for 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years. You have given it all to the company, they will fire you. You need to explain this to your candidates, that you I understand. This is how I tell it. I understand that you are very happy in your current position, in your current firm, but do you think that the company will not fire you ever? Or do you think after 6 months you will still be very happy with your current position or your current firm? Do you think that a salary raise will make you unhappy or very happy? Do you think that, would you, if you get a better position, will you be able to make more changes or take more management decisions in your company? Would you want to do that? Ask them these questions to help them thinking whether they really want to explore another opportunity or not. This will help them to start thinking, and they might just respond to your email. You never know. Do we have any other better way on LinkedIn other than email? Yes, there is another better way on LinkedIn other than email, which many people don't explore. Write it down if you want to. uh, I'm just joking. Don't write it down. It's a great way to connect with people, to connect with professionals. If they're not responding to your LinkedIn email, what I do is, when you are not from your mobile but from your laptop or your computer desktop, when you're sending an invite to a person, so suppose there is an ex candidate, you like that person, she would be great for the role that you're hiring for, and you want to hire that person. What I would say is, send a connection invite, and when you click connect, a pop-up comes up saying, do you want to add a note or just send the invite? What I do is I add a note. So I say, hi, Kirti. Hope you're doing great. I'm reaching out to you for a specific role. Or just started like, hope you're doing great. Your profile really stood out, as I'm looking for to fill a specific position, and you seem to be a great fit for that role. Would you be interested in having a dialogue with me, just to see whether it's a good fit for you or not? Because you don't know if it's going to be a good fit or not. Then say, thanks, Kirti. That's it. Now what you have done is, they have a connection request, which they can accept or ignore. They also have a message along with it. So if they accept, that means they want you to have a connection. They want you to have one of you, have you as one of their connections. And then they have a message, why are you reaching out to them? So now they know what is the purpose of you connecting with them. They can either choose to reply to that message, or they just stay silent. So then you can send another message thanks for connecting with me. Would you want to have a dialogue for this role? I am wanting to fill this role, but you look like a great fit to me, but I don't know if we are a great fit to you. So let's have a dialogue if you're open to it. Sounds good? This is my way of approaching. So, and I've seen success in this approach as well. So, if somebody is not applying to InMails, I do that because InMail is just a message in your message inbox. But when you send a connection request, it also comes up as a connection. So they also see you over there as well. So you are trying to get into in front of their face as much as possible. I hope that was helpful. I was able to answer your question, Kirti. If not, connect with me. Komal, some people are checking their worth and are passive job seekers, but when you speak to them, they make you understand they are really interested. Continued. Okay. Okay. Some people are just checking their worth and are passive job seekers, but when you speak to them, they make you understand they are really interested. But actually, they are not. Gradually, with experience, we learn who lies, but with leadership roles becoming becomes very difficult. Any idea how to overcome those backouts? No, you cannot. Trust me. Komal, it's a great question, great statement that you have put out there. I really want to dig into it now. Uh, you cannot, I cannot, you cannot. It's difficult. There are some traits, there are some tips that you might find or might see a pattern that that person is faking it out. They don't want a job, they just want to test the job market. They are passive job seekers. They want to see what's out in the market. Sometimes people do that. Your point was they want to see what's their value, but also people do it just to see what's out in the market, what types of position there are, what kind of roles there are, how much salary is there. They might be making 50,000 and they think that they are worth 60,000 or 70,000. They want to see if they can get a job worth 60 or 70 or not. So they do that, and you really can't help it. If they are a strong candidate, they look like a strong candidate, they reach out to you, you want to interview them, you want to get to know them. Asking many questions can help you show traits that they are not. What you can do is you can tell them to check their seriousness of, for this role. You can say that, okay, I will set up a uh, what do you can say, I will set up a interview process, phone interview for you. Are you available this time? And the time should be weird. It should not be between 9 to 5. It should be not in their comfort zone. Sorry, it should not be not in their comfort zone. It should be between their work hours. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. It should be between their work hours, between 11 to 8 or 9 to 5, whatever work hours they have. Ask them their work hours and schedule it right in between, not in their lunchtime. Either starting of the day, like if their job is 9 to 5, tell them, can you come in at 10 a.m. or can you have a phone conversation? It would be an hour long, because they will be gone away from their desk for 1 hour. Are they willing to take that chance in their current employment if they are not serious? Are they willing to take a day off to attend that interview if you are setting a face-to-face interview at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. when they are working 9 to 5? Because if they're working 9 to 5 and you set up an interview for 10:30, they are like in a fix of a position whether they go to the job and leave from there, or they take a half day off, or they take a full day off. If they're ready to do that also, that means they are serious. And even if they are faking it out, you really can't help it, because it is difficult to know whether they are faking it out or not until the end of the stage of the offer stage we reach. So so these are some patterns and traits where you can filter out candidates. If somebody, you see signs that they are not ready to give you time or invest their time in the interviews or help you or coordinate with you to go do an interview, like whether it be a phone interview or a face-to-face interview, you see that pattern. Or you can set up an interview at 7 a.m. You can say that the manager is available only early in the morning, 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Can you dress up in a professional suit and a tie to do a Skype interview or a phone interview, or to meet that person in person? So if they can do that, again, you really don't know whether they are lying or not. But if they say, if they have hiccups and they don't want to do it, you will see that signs. It's more of reading their mind, reading the person by their body language, by their answers, rather than taking a judgment just based on your thought, or just thinking that everyone or anyone could be like that. Just go with the flow. If they have applied, treat them like any other candidate. I hope I answered your question, Komal. If not, we can chat again. Mohit, is it paid recruiter in light? Yes. Nidhi, yes, Utsav, that's well answered. Thank you, Nidhi. Nidhi will connect separately as well. Thank you. Looking forward to that, Nidhi. Um, my handle is Utsav Mentor. So on LinkedIn, if you are not able to find me with my name Utsav Jain, you can always put linkedin.com backslash or front slash Utsav Mentor. That's my link. And if you want to connect with me on a professional way, like I I'm also there on Instagram, on Facebook. I have a page with the name Utsav Mentor or Utsav Mentors. On Facebook, it's Utsav Mentors. On Instagram, it's Utsav Mentor. So you can connect with me over there as well if you want any tips and tricks or want to just connect with me or stay connected. I'm not very active on those platforms right now because I'm working on my business, but always happy to help. If you shoot me a message or DM me or PM me, I'm ready to answer your question. And in future, if I work more on my mentorship program, I will be sharing updates and information on those handles: Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Utsav Mentor or Utsav Mentors. Coming back to the questions, Rohit Rastogi. But if we are hiring a senior profile into top management decision making, and if he is not cultural fit, how to handle this situation? If you are hiring a senior profile into top management, which is a decision making position, and he or she probably is not a cultural fit, how to handle this situation? If it was me, simple, don't hire them. If you see that so it depends to every company how important the culture is. If to a company you see that a top level management is not a culture fit, and you see that culture is not important to them, go ahead and hire them. They can do so much good for the firm. Everyone comes with unique background, everyone has their own unique story, own experience, and they will definitely give a lot to the firm. They will definitely be very helpful, give a lot to the firm. It's just the company that needs to figure out how important it is to have a valuable person with great experience but not a cultural fit, or how important it is to have a person with great culture fit. It all depends how important is a culture fit to you. Many jobs are turned down, or people don't apply, or recruiters say that, oh, we did not find you as a culture fit to the organization. They give you that reason for not bringing you in. And sometimes they say, oh, you were a great culture fit, but uh, but something but they give you, but you did not stand out in this or that. So it really boils down, Rohit, to the point that how important is a culture fit to the firm, to the company, to the people who are hiring that senior level exec. For example, Google and Amazon, culture fit is very important. It's very important. But they have some technical roles also where they don't care about culture fit. At the end, they just want people to uh, just work and go home. So yeah, but still, like, connecting with employees, with the team, it's very important. I find culture fit to be very important. I really do. That's my personal opinion, not professional opinion. So it really depends upon person to person. Every person is unique. Mohit, you got about that. Thank you. Thanks, Yusuf. That answer was helpful. Saklain, I'm happy to help. Munib, you deleted your message. Okay. Mohit, yeah, got the answer. Thank you. Renu, yes, Utsav, it's well answered. Thank you. If you are still not convinced with the answer and if you want to dig in more, I always love to help and I would love to have a dialogue with you. Feel free to reach out to me. I don't mind sharing my phone number. I'm in Canada, but the same phone number would be on WhatsApp. So we can have a WhatsApp call if you want to chat about it. I'm all ears. Uh, Renu, yes, Utsav, it's well answered. Mohit, same, yes, got the answer. Munib, how to create career page when you are hiring them as a contractor on a staffing company payroll? Thanks, Utsav. I'll try the same. Komal, Mohit, fantastic idea. Munib, how to create a career page when you are hiring them as contractor on a staffing company payroll? Um, you cannot do anything. You have to talk to your staffing company. They need to create a page. Since it's a staffing company, there will be many employees, and you cannot take the liberty to create a page on your own. I don't know how much of decision making powers you have in your firm, but always better to contact the owner, the CEO, the HR admin, or the people who are responsible to doing this in your page, in your company. Tell them to create that page, and then you can post a job. Tell them that I want to post a job. I want a page to be created for the company on LinkedIn. Show them. Now you know how to create a page. Show them how we can create a page, how we can create a company. The PDF I'll be sharing with you guys has everything. Okay. The PDF that I'll share with you guys, it has, wait, let me share the PDF right now with you over here. I'll share it later as well, but well, I'll share it later, don't worry. I'll share it later. So uh, tell them how to go about it. You know how to create a page. Ask them, can I create a page on behalf of the company? If they say yes, why not? Go ahead and create about it then. So fantastic idea. What to consider? um, how to create. Thanks, Utsav. Fantastic idea. Thanks, Mohit. Niti, what to consider when recruiting diverse workforce? Nidhi, can you be a little specific? How can technology play a role hiring global and diverse workforce? Um, Nidhi, can you be a specific? I know what you want to ask, but little more specific on what you want me to answer. It's a very broad question, and if I start talking, it would take a lot of everyone's time. I know it's past midnight in India, and some people might be just hating me for talking so much or dragging the training so far. But trust me, the training is over. It was back. It was over long way back. Feel free to jump out of this training, out of this video chat, if you don't think it's adding any more value to you, and you can connect with me one on one. I'll just type in my handle over here while Nidhi is giving. You can ask me any more questions also. Nidhi is asking me one. I'll just give you my handle, Utsav Mentor or Utsav Mentors on Facebook, Utsav Mentor on Inst- Insta and LinkedIn. If you want to connect with me on my personal platforms, this is a small world. We should all stay connected. That's what I feel, and that's why I'm just putting it out there. If I don't mind connecting with people, uh, having a personal connection or so. So if you guys want to connect with me, you can always connect with me. My other handles are all with Utsav 1706 1706. That is 17 June, my birth date. My personal email ID is utsav1706 at gmail.com. You can always connect there or use this email ID to find me, or use Utsav1706 to find me on my personal accounts of Insta or Facebook. I'm happy to connect with you guys. I love connecting with people on a personal note. So coming back to Nidhi's question, it's a great question. Stick around if you want to hear the answer. What to consider when recruiting diverse workforce? How can technology play a role hiring global and diverse workforce? And then a curated question, basically how to leverage technology for hiring globally. LinkedIn. Nidhi, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the best source to hire people globally. As I said, LinkedIn Recruiter or LinkedIn Lite helps you to find talent, find the best talent globally. Even if someone is in Russia, I can search them, screen them out straight away and hire them, like send out a message to them. Nidhi, are you using LinkedIn Recruiter or LinkedIn Lite as of now? If you can answer that, that would really help me to answer your question further. Okay, you have used it in the past. So why not anymore now? Is it not good or is it not very efficient? I would strongly say Recruiter Lite is a good. I used it for more than 6 months or a year actually. Recruiter Lite is very good. What it doesn't say, it doesn't have many features which LinkedIn Recruiter has. Recruiter Lite is a baby version, or like a small brother version to Recruiter. Recruiter has really good uh, tools and things on it which Lite does not. So basically, if what how do I say it, like if someone there's an option on LinkedIn where you can tell people that you are open for job opportunities, that there is a setting option, and you can just say yes, and you can, it says that let all the recruiters know that you are open for job opportunities. Once you click that yes, every recruiter who has LinkedIn Recruiter, not Recruiter Lite, Recruiter Lite recruiters will never know, but recruiter application using people or recruiters will get to know which are the people who are open for job opportunities, who of who are who all of them are there, who are looking or open for a better job opportunity. That's why I say recruiter is better than Lite, because recruiters, there are so many people who are using Recruiter Lite, but they will never know who is open for job opportunity and who is not. That's why Recruiter is a better platform, but it is more expensive. It is really a very good tool, but it is more expensive than Lite. I have promoted so much of LinkedIn's Recruiter and Lite. I don't know if they see this, they should be paying me something. But jokes apart, it's a great tool. Use that to hire people globally using technology. LinkedIn is the best platform till date for recruitment purposes, for hiring purposes. Other than that, job portals, Indeed, Monster, there are so many job portals. They are dying down slowly. People are not using them anymore. But company websites, like if your company is hiring globally, tell them to uh, company websites, they can have the job listed over there. You can share that job on LinkedIn, you can create a job post on Indeed. So here's the thing, Indeed.ca is for Canada. Indeed.com is, I think, US. Indeed.in is India. I don't know the India's co.in or whatever it is. So Indeed is a huge platform. It's one of the biggest job portals in the world. Use Indeed if you want to hire talent across the world using technology. LinkedIn and Indeed. That's LinkedIn and Indeed. That's what I would say. I spelled it Indeed. No, LinkedIn and Indeed. So you can go on various Indeed platforms across the globe. Like if you want to hire someone from Germany, from India, from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, I'm just telling a name of every country. um, you can, I'm from India by the way. So you can just go in the job portals, put the job out there, and people will apply to it. You can look out for talents using the paid Indeed version and look out for talent. But I would still say and strongly recommend LinkedIn is the best platform to hire globally. Nidhi, you are telling I came across Van Hack, which connect tech talent globally with employers. So as I said, there are a lot of other platforms that are coming up. Van Hack, the name is all right, not very catchy. Van Hack, like Van Hack doesn't say anything about professionals or jobs or employers or employees, but I'm pretty sure it might be a great tool if you are saying so. Shaper is another, SHAPR. It's another app that is connecting employers, not employers actually. It's connecting all the people together on a professional platform to reach out or seek help from each other. It's like Tinder. Shaper is like Tinder. You swipe right or left whether you want to connect with that person on a professional level, not on a Tinder level. So if you want to connect with that person on a professional level, Shaper is a app that I've been using. I've not used for it for the last couple of months. They are not paying me to promote this on this platform, but it's a good app. It's a good app. I wouldn't say it's a bad app or something. It's a pretty good app. So you can use, okay, specific for tech. Okay. So Van Hack could be specific for tech then. I don't know about tech, but any type of hiring, whether it's recruitment or looking out for professionals or any type of it is. I think LinkedIn is the best place. LinkedIn is a great platform. You will find all kind of people. But yes, if there are communities, if there are people or professionals on a specific platform or a network where only tech people are there or only technology people are there, obviously that would be a better platform for you, Nidhi, rather than LinkedIn. Because if there is a platform out there which is connecting only technology people, and where all the tech people know about this platform and they are connecting on it, excellent. That would be an ideal platform for technology people. And all the recruiters who are hiring for technology candidates and professionals, you should dive into that platform. Like Nidhi said, Van Heck, everybody go ahead and check it out. It should be a great platform for all technology guys over there. So that's it. I don't see any other question. Feel free to connect with me. I'm not sharing my cell phone number on this platform. It's a public domain. It's on YouTube. I'm not sharing it over here. Once we get connected on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, if you want to have a dialogue with me, I don't mind sharing my cell phone number. I think it might be on my LinkedIn profile as well. So yeah, you can check my phone number over there. Uh, okay, another question from Komal. Please list some good portals for IT and non-IT, both kind of hiring in your PDF if not added. So Komal, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know a lot of IT or non-IT platforms or portals. LinkedIn is a great platform or portal. I would strongly always suggest LinkedIn. If anybody is on any X platform or Y platform, trust me, that person is already on LinkedIn. So it's like, if anybody is there, it's like, I'm assuming it, but most likely everybody is using LinkedIn. I see nowadays many people don't use Facebook, so I've stopped assuming that everybody is there on Facebook. But trust me, if a professional wants to stay active and wants to explore opportunities and is there on a X or Y platform for job opportunities, they are definitely on LinkedIn. That's what I would put my 2 cents on. So to answer your question, I don't know specific portals for IT specific or non-IT specific. Nidhi said one VanHack is a good platform. You can check that out. For non-IT, I don't know. Indeed, Monster, these are two big platforms globally. US and Canada, like North American market uses Indeed and Monster a lot. You can always look at government websites, government job portals. There are always, like, I live in Vancouver, so I'm from Vancouver, and in Vancouver the state is called province. So like, they over here we call it province, not state. So a province, our province name is British Columbia. So I live in Vancouver, British Columbia. So British Columbia is BC. So we have a website called BC Jobs. So you can check that out if you want. If you're looking for jobs in British Columbia, you can check that BC Jobs out. So this is a platform. I can tell you platform based on country, but regarding platforms as per the industry, it's hard for me to say that. I was always a recruiter in the accounting and tax and audit and finance platform. So I always hired from those platforms. And I always used Indeed or LinkedIn. Trust me, I always use that, nothing else. Nidhi and Komal, I guess you should connect with each other. I think you both are from IT backgrounds or hiring in them. So that would be great. I always say people, you should connect with each other. Like, this is a great community. Try to connect with each other, help each other out. Everyone needs help. Everyone is looking for help, and everybody can help everyone or anyone in some capacity or the other. That's what I feel. Like, make this world a better place to help each other out, so that if you can just help someone, it would be great. It feels good. Like, I feel good by helping anyone. Like, we are doing this free training. I said there are no free lunches, but this training is absolutely free. The content and everything is free, provided by Sam and I. So Sam is the one who brought everyone us together. I'm just one of the mediums to deliver this. So I'm right now just helping you guys out. So it feels great. I mean, it's a great platform. So um, okay, cool. So I don't have anything else to share with you guys. I have given you my personal information, my professional information. Stay connected, help each other out. I love helping, connecting with people. Let me know if I can help you in any other way. Don't one strong thing I want to tell: don't approach me for jobs in Canada. I cannot help you get a job in Canada. I can help you how to tell you how you can apply for jobs or how you can get it, but I really cannot help you with a job in Canada. Uh, I always say if you want to get something, achieve something, go get it. If you want to come to Canada, apply for your permanent residency. It's not very difficult with a good English, with good experience, with good education. These three things is correct is important: good education, good English, and good experience. If you have all three of them, you will be able to get your Canadian PR, and you will be able to come here in Canada. Once you come here, look for opportunities. You will be able to find a good job within few weeks or few months. Once you get your PR, you can start applying. That's the whole process. I don't want to get into it. That's not what we are doing here right now. So yeah, that's it. I would want to end this live stream now. I think I was helpful. Leave any suggestions or anything in the comments below. I don't know if this comments would still be there once we end this stream. So give me feedback that how did I do in this training. I don't do trainings very often, so give me a feedback on how did I do. Is there anything that I can improve on? Constructive feedback are always welcome. I love to hear your suggestions, your inputs, your comments. Leave it on the YouTube link or leave it to me personally or on the LinkedIn platform that we had. Comment over there if you liked my training, if you liked hearing from me about the recruitment or the whole thing that I spoke about. Anything that I can improve on or anything that I can do to make trainings better in the future. Or if you want more trainings, reach out to Sam. Always there to connect. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Lovely talking to you, everyone. If I missed out any name, apologies. Sorry for that. But it was lovely chatting with everyone. And we really made it very interactive. I am very happy about that. We were chatting almost like someone I'm talking to. So I did not get bored for the last 2 hours and 21 minutes. Phew, that was a lot. That was a lot of talking. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Sleep tight. And people who are not in India, have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye bye.